What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we got some maintenance to do on our brushless RC motor. If you're in the hobby and you're doing speed runs, bashing, doesn't matter, you got to take care of your motor. So this is all about maintenance on your motor. So pretty much I took this motor apart. So it had a rotor inside. So this is the rotor that was inside. And when you're taking this apart, just pay attention to your the shims and the hardware inside. So here are some shims. You could clean them separately, put them away. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use this little plastic cover here. So because this is a magnet, it just wants to attach to my table. So anyways, it's very critical that you maintain your motor. And how often should you do it? I'm gonna tell you. So if you're doing speed runs, I would say no more than 20 runs, you got to take care of this, okay? If you're doing 10 turns, I would say even before that, but I think seasonally, you're going to put the car away during the winter, clean it up, maintain it, and take care of it. This thing can cost you $100. But anyways, so you got to take off the motor. You will see in the back, there will be 3 screws, usually like this one right here. 1, 2, 3, the back color will come off. Inside, there's a bearing. And I took this stator out from the back, but I would suggest you take off this front cover. So here it is. It's got 3 bolts just like the back. And usually they're a little tight because they got thread lock on them. And when you're putting this thing back together, it's all up to you. You want to put a little bit of thread lock, it's all up to you. But that little bit of thread lock that's already there, that's going to hold it for you. So let's put these away. And the front cover, I would remove this shaft this way, okay? And keep saying stator, shaft, move the shaft this way. But if you go the other way, the difficulty I had was this thing is magnet. So if you can see, there's a lot of dust coming out of this motor right there. You know what? Let's zoom in. I didn't want that to happen, but it happened. So let's pay more attention to the parts instead of me. Let's leave our camera right there. That looks good enough. So you can see all the dust that's coming out of here. So here's a motor that I got, which burnt, melted, and everything just got deteriorated inside. Here's the shaft for that. And I'm gonna put this away because we're not really working on this motor. And this bearing sounds terrible. Okay, listen to this bearing. Okay, so we're using some products here. The products are here is first of all, this electrical, usually they use it for harness, but this works on the motors too. So if you need a part number right there, 05103, and this is what this is, this little guy. And we got Liberty oil for the bearings. So if you know what, let's demonstrate a little bit before we proceed on how to clean this motor. Listen to this bearing. This bearing sounds terrible. Listen to it one more time, up close and personal. Let's put some Liberty oil on this and then spin around. You're gonna hear the difference immediately after a few spins. You see, it got faster and easier. Okay, if you maintain this is corroded out a bearing there, so this bearing is no good. But if you're taking care of your bearing here, it shouldn't have come to that. But anyways, let's put this away as well. So, this shaft, like I said, oh my God, this shaft comes out. I would take it out the front. If you try to take it to the back, it's gonna get stuck to the inner part of this drum here. And this is gonna cause a friction, and it's gonna be hard to take out. But anyways, I got a white letter piece of paper here. The reason is because look at it in my hands. Okay, first of all, what you want to do is, once you have everything apart, start with something. Remove the bearings. If you don't want these bearings, they will get damaged if you remove them. I will do a video on just how to remove these bearings. And what you want to do here is just spray this little guy, and it will clean everything for you. Okay, just that simple. Give it a few temps and then dry it off. Okay, let's do the same thing. Oh, before we even proceed, check this motor out. And the reason why this motor went bad is, one, there's something in there that was scraping all around. It was just scraping, and it destroyed the motor. So that's one of the reasons why you should keep this motors clean. And the bearing here, let's clean this bearing off. This is the front bearing. Okay, look at all the particle that's coming off this little guy. Very simple and easy. Okay, very simple and easy. Let's put this to the side. And And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this shaft. Let's spray this shaft down. Whoa, it got stuck to my bottle. Okay. This stuff works great, okay? Use some compressed air. Look at how clean it's coming off as we spray this little guy. That's a writing there, so that won't clean up. That's all you need to do. The worst part is yet to come, okay? Let's put this baby right here. This can sit here. This is the worst part, okay? So what you want to do is you want to start from the front end here. Let's bring our camera a little bit higher. That's much more like it. But pay attention to how much dirt is going to come out now. Okay, all that stuff that's coming out of there, it's just going to land on our piece of paper there. Look at that. It's coming out brown, okay? It's coming out brown liquid. Okay. If you got compressed air, very good idea to take care of this with compressed air. But look at all the stuff that came out of this little guy. Okay, so now the motor from inside should be nice and shiny. And this stuff really works, okay? This stuff really works, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a moment. I want everything to dry up. I'm gonna go blow it with air and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back. Look at all the nasty stuff that came out of this motor. So pretty much it's looking good. Now is the part where I take my Liberty oil. I like to inside just small amount, okay, all over, and nothing crazy. And the shaft, really you don't have to spray nothing on it. And what I like to do here is if you want to put a little bit of oil onto where the bearing is gonna sit, it's all up to you. And a little bit here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this shaft. It's gonna just suck it right in. And there you go. That's how fast it is. That's why I said try to come out this way instead of going that way. So the next step here is the bearings. You should be able to feel the bearings, okay? If your bearings feel a little terrible, just by doing that, they gotta go, okay? So a little bit of Liberty oil all around. And that's all you need to do here. You're gonna take this little guy and okay, our shaft is kind of took a damage here, but that's fine. Okay, this shaft, this motor is the motor. I'm just doing a demonstration purpose, but this is why it didn't want to come out on me earlier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just force it on, and we'll find the holes where it belongs, and then we'll put the 2 screws, 3 screws, not 2, 3 screws. It's held in by 3 screws. And we got another one to put on, just like so. Oh, wrong spot. There goes another one. And then we got this last one. So as you can see, look at the chemicals that brought out all the crazy stuff from inside of this. So all that stuff came out of the motor, okay? All the bad stuff. Okay, now give me a moment. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get this motor in there, the shaft into the motor, and I'll be back. So we got our shaft in there. So remember, we had 2 of these washers here, and then we had this little guy right here. And don't forget to put bearing on this last oil onto the last bearing. I was gonna say bearing to the bearing. So 3 little screws. 1, 2, and there you go. Very important, your shims. If you don't put those shims in, your motor's gonna be out of line and it's probably not gonna run properly. And last thing is this cover goes on. Tap it on, and then just make sure your holes align for the bolts. Okay, this is not the tool. I was using another tool. I'm gonna grab that from over there. So smaller size. So motor maintenance really counts. Okay, bolts is not lined with the hole. There you go. That's one. Let's grab another one. So like I said, you should do this seasonally if you're running your RC seasonally. Because I put my cars away in winter time. I really don't run them in the winter. But remember, this car was bashed. It was tug of war with this little guy. And the third bolt I'm not even going to put in. So make sure you put them all in. And your motor should be nice and free to spin. Anyways, good practice. Do it occasionally. And do it after probably, I would say no more than 20 runs. That's 21. So 20 runs is even too much. If you could do it within 5 to 10 runs, do so. These things take a lot of load on these guys, okay? So anyways, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And see you guys on the next video.